Hey, Winged. Do you want to cast, Winged? Or do you just want to chill? God, this music's going hard. I don't... I have feelings about it. Food soon? Alright. No worries, man. I'm super upset we didn't get predictions pushed to the stream. Or I would do some, but... It'd be like that, I guess. I don't know, man. Oh, there's a watch streak bonus, apparently. It says grow a watch streak and you get up to 450. Oh man, everybody's hitting the solo queue one. Well, after this first batch of people who hit it, I might have to raise it just a little bit. Like, it's been a good amount of time, but hopefully I can get, like, I think there's 3 or 4 people who are right about that mark. Hopefully I can get all of them at once and not have to do, like, 4 separate streams. Not that I mind. It just feels a little quick compared to what I wanted it to be. Then it means that people aren't using the copy pasta one, which I think is genuinely hilarious. Because I think we've only had like 2 redeemed of those. And while that's fine, maybe I'll lower that one a little bit, and then we'll raise the cast just a bit. No, I absolutely do not sit on them. Like, that's not what I want you to do it. I want you guys to feel good about spending them, but like, I wanted it to be more of a reward to hit the solo queue game. Especially if we start getting a lot of people. Not that we're like quickly growing or anything, but if like 10 people turn that one in, I'd be backlogged on casts for as long as I've been backlogged on this FPL thing. So, you know, I just don't want to ever feel like I'm super behind on the solo flex queue games. Is kind of the goal with the number. And then there's that other thing that if we ever get off the ground, is going to be even more points than that. So I need it to be like an intermediate, like, I don't know. I just want to allude to it, although it's just you and me here so far. We pulled up the 2016-2015 EU and NA/LCS Champions Select Music playlist. So we'll probably hear some bangers in here if we go through it. There are also, for some reason, so there's 15 of those that are like LCS music. And then, for some reason at the bottom, it's got Rick and Morty Pickle Rick Trap Remix. I don't know why that's also in the playlist. We've played most of these before. I recognize a couple of them, but yeah. Some of these are probably pretty good. I like this one quite a bit. I don't know what happens if I save the playlist. I just did it. Alright. Alright, we hit 5:30. Let's do a game. Oh, I didn't change. There we go. Okay. Alright. Hold on, please. I felt like I had a burp, and that would have been super awkward on mic, so didn't do that. But anyway, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are continuing our way through the Legends Esports preseason gauntlet bracket thing. Right now, we're in losers round 4, which um, just to kind of give you an idea about where we are. Um, the next game, so the winner of this game will play the winner of another game in the, I guess, the losers semifinal is what that game would be called. So that would be what, fourth or fifth place decider? No, fourth place decider is the game after this one. So we're at like 6 teams left in the tournament. Started with 16, already gone through the gauntlet a little bit. So on the blue side of the rift for this game is going to be Return of the Middlesticks. Tendies playing Irelia, Aikido in the jungle on Amumu, 86 Ping Warrior aka Vaughn playing Syndra, FER Samso and Big Dom aka Black Salt in the bottom lane playing Jin Leona. And on the other side is a team called Retribution. That's it. That's the whole name. I don't know, man. Blessed in the top lane playing Aatrox. Chubby Monkey in the jungle playing Hecarim. Eltom in the mid lane playing Victor and Chukim and Kowalski in the bottom lane playing Lucian and Rakan. So I've actually heard really good things about Aatrox in the preseason. So I'm kind of happy to see him exist. I always want to state where he exists, but not like is the best top laner in the game because that gets a little bit boring. But the champion's kind of fun to watch. So I'm happy to see him back. He's apparently pretty good with a couple of the different mythic items. So I'm curious to see what Blessed goes for. Although he might not get the opportunity to against Tendi's Irelia. Where we left off, I believe Tendi's had 26 solo kills. And we'll see if he can add on to the total, already getting some auto attacks down onto Blessed in the top lane. 26 is correct, right? Aikido, my official solo kill counter. I was going to do a channel points prediction and then realized that we don't have them for number of Tendi solo killed throughout the whole tournament. But unfortunate. Not going to see that one. I didn't pull up the VOD. It's either 26 or 28 solo kills. I'm pretty sure it's 26. Not to get hung up on that, Chubby Monkey headed for the top lane. Calling him that because it's probably Chubby Monkey, but he's got 1B. Tendi's trying to kite this one back out. Has some autos, going to have to flash. Red buff ticking him down, and... Blessed? Q? Auto? What is he doing? What? Oh, no. You would think Tendies would have some notoriety at this point in the tournament. Like, you do not want to trade kills with that man. He's oh my god. It's kind of weird that because okay, I was worried Tendies wasn't going to get equal value out of that. We left it at 30. Make that 31. Okay, I'll take it. That's fine. I'll accept that I'm wrong because there were some at the end of that last game and I was pretty out of it. I'm going to admit I have a migraine right now, so this isn't the best state to be casting in, especially solo casting, but we'll make it through. Hopefully, Winged finishes with his dinner, X-Craze gets back, and we can at least have some company for the last couple of games. But until then, we'll continue just soldiering along. Where's my mouse? Okay. Making sure my mouse is off screen. So, yeah, I was going to talk about some matchups, but I actually don't know a whole lot about these. The big one I think that I know a little bit about is that Victor's pretty fucking good in the mid lane now. They changed his passive so that you get stacks when you kill minions. When you get 100 stacks, you get to evolve one of your abilities. Also, you get 25 for kills or assists, so you can get those... you can get your evolutions on your abilities very, very quick if you're snowballing hard or, you know, even just killing minions really well. And as a result, I think that Victor's very... Like, if pro play was happening, I'm pretty sure Victor is one of the handful of champions that you see mid lane right now. He went from like almost unplayable state to 100% pick ban, I think, based on his little rework that he got. Tendy's still looking for this trade, gonna get pulled back by the Infernal Chain, still has that extra dash. This is a good trade for him. The Conquer proc and a tick, but he goes safely under tower range. Blast, you can't... I just... It's weird. Sometimes you see other top laners give Tendies a lot of respect and just chill underneath their tower and not do anything the whole game. And then you see the ones that want to scrap with him, but they always seem to make mechanical mistakes. And Tendies just doesn't. So I don't know. It's very weird watching, 9 straight games of Tendies. Vaughn, what is that? That was a great flash. That was some distance there. Whew. All right. Well, that was a really good flash by Vaughn to stay alive. And he's got enough for a last chapter. That's great. Oh, he had to sell... No, he's still got the corrupting. All right. I also think it's interesting. I'm pretty sure this is a tech choice rather than like this is strictly better, but he's gone corrupting potion every game, I'm pretty sure, or almost every game as his starting item. Root from Samso gonna land. Dashes in and out from Kowalski, but nothing gonna phase Big Dom there on the Leona. Oh, Kato might be looking for a dive here. He is level 6, has Curse of the Sad Mummy available. Just watches them wander in, hits the Curse of the Sad Mummy, but only on to Chook him. They'll find one as Big Dom gets traded out. Now jumping in his Chubby Monkey. Aikato's in the minion wave, needs to try to whittle this down a little bit. Samso only has auto attacks left, but Eltom is here. He'll laser down Samso. But now here comes Vaughn. They'll trade that one back as Aikato takes the kill on Chubby Monkey. 2 for 2 in the bottom lane so far. Pretty symmetrical violence across the map. And honestly, like, even the minions dying pretty much symmetrically. The only big difference is going to be that top lane where Tendies has opened up about a 15 CS lead. You got about a 12 in the jungle as well. I guess that's 20, not a 15, 25. So, Tendies doing a really good job. That minion wave should be thinned out a little bit here by Blessed unless he agrees to trade rather than kill the minion. Alright, well. It's almost like a cheater recall that Tendies is taking because he was able to crash that minion wave so well. But goes and picks up an Executioner's Calling into the Aatrox that hit level 6. That's a really nicely timed buy that's going to pay pretty big dividends, I think, for him in these trades. You'll see the CS lead like rubber band a little bit, but honestly probably worth to get that Executioner's Calling at that timing. Now he'll have the Vanguard's Edge available and can potentially all-in Aatrox when he comes back in. But we'll see how he manages the World Ender and the Executioner's Calling on the other side. I also like that into the Irelia, so I actually really like the way both of these top laners are playing the game out so far. So, Eltom should have his first evolve right now. He's got 77 CS plus the kill. Oh, Chubby Monkey is going to smite the Scuttle Crab away. Eltom is here. Aikato forced to bandage toss in onto the Victor. Doesn't have Curse of the Sad Mummy up just yet. The stun not quite going to land. And Tendi's in trouble as well as they dive in. He'll get lasered down by Eltom. And 2 kills going to Retribution around the mid lane. And now their first, kind of minor lead of the game. And we'll see if they can capitalize on some of these minion waves and pushing advantages that they have now. Big Dom looking for it in mid. Solar Flare not going to land. The stun does, though, from 86 Ping Warrior into the Zenith Blade, and the stun, unstoppable force? Unleashed Power comes through from Big Dom, and they'll find Eltom to even things back up. So, nice roam from Black Salt into the mid lane. I think this might be the first top laner that's taken a plate off of Tendies in this tournament. I don't know if that's accurate. I might just need a fact check on that one, but definitely one of the better performances you can see even in CS, even in kills. Flash away though, uses the World Ender. Gonna try to auto attack him down. This trade doesn't look like it's going so well for Blessed. Auto attacks through. Does he have another dash? Doesn't even need it. The auto from Tendies finds another solo kill. I guess I just really shouldn't hype anybody up, ever. It just goes wrong. Eltom's gonna walk right into a Kato, and oh, Big Dom not able to hit the CC. They should have more than enough damage to eventually finish him off. 2 kills now for Big Dom on the Leona. The Shield of Daybreak? No, I don't know what the W is. I have a headache. Anyway, he's 2-1 now. I really should be drinking water and not this thing that I'm drinking. I'm gonna remind me, chat, to hydrate between games. We still have a while, though. No comment on what am I drinking. Kowalski and Chubby Monkey looking for Vaughn in the mid lane, trying to kite this one back out. Has some slows, but it's not going to be enough as the Conqueror proc takes him down. So Chubby Monkey with the onslaught of shadows into the mid lane, eventually able to take down Vaughn after a little bit of a chase. So nice gank in mid lane. Unfortunately, Eltom not going to be the recipient of that until, he'll get some plate money at least. Maybe even the first turret. No, it's not that low. Oh, they're still looking. Oh, they sensed the roam from Big Dom and kind of taking that to a head. I liked the play so far from Retribution. This early game's been pretty good. Yeah, and they'll even take down a dragon for their trouble. Got the Rift Herald as well, so all the early objectives favoring them. But for maybe the first time, I think this is actually a better team fight comp for ROTM than it is for Retribution. So we're kind of seeing them play the reverse of how they've been playing for most of the other games. Where usually it feels like they're against multiple tanks. They want to spread the map out, be the split pushy team. Now you can still kind of do that with Tendies. But you actually, I think, have the bigger team fight wombo with the Leona and Amumu. Like, you're relatively even, but just the fact that you have the Sad Mummy on your team kind of, I think, tips RTM over the edge comparatively. Tendies has been struggling a little bit with these last couple of trades. Blessed is going to hit the World Ender and try to chase after him. Hits that longsword stance, goes in, trying to hit that third Q, and it doesn't actually need it. Just going to auto him down. So nice pick there. Kind of set up by Kowalski roaming up, but right now it's weird. Like, the kills are even, gold is even, but because of the objectives and the way that Retribution's been roaming, it feels like they're more in the lead than they probably are. And I think our TM's kind of feeling that way as well. You can see a lot of defensive wards, not really, venturing on some of these roams the way that they normally do. It's very interesting. This is the big intellectual game that we were hoping for game number 5. We might get to see some of these items in action. Chu Kim's going to finish up. I think that's Kraken Slayer. I can't actually tell what that icon is supposed to be. I'm pretty sure Kraken Slayer's like the bow with the blue on it, but if that's wrong, somebody's going to correct me here. And Eclipse finished up for Jin. Flash. I didn't think he had enough time for the... Oh, he's got Merc Treads. Okay, so that spec going to pay off for him. Now Tendi's looking for the 1v2, but he's not as ahead as normal. Vanguard's Edge through, and it's just not going to matter. He takes down the turret, but falls in the process. But yeah, Eclipse finished up for Samso, so a couple of these first mythics. You have the Sunfire Cape for Aikedo, as well as the Trinity Force for Chubby Monkey. Now they're going to go in and look for Kowalski here. Fourth shot coming through. Big Dom's in trouble, going to still get this stun. The Dancing Grenade is enough with the burn from the Ignite. Now Samso in a little bit of trouble. He's getting called down. The flash forward as Chukim takes the double kill in the bottom lane. Oh, the traps, though, slowing up Chukim as he's trying to get away from Vaughn. He's headed toward, not the correct side of the map. It's just a matter of if this kill is going to go to Samso or if Vaughn's going to be able to secure it. Nice sidestep by Chukim and an execution? There was that much time? Blessed is dead, by the way. That's a solo kill back the other way, so no one saw that. It's interesting. He's going Blade of the Ruin King first on well, he's already got it on Irelia. The Gore Drinker for Blessed. I built that item for the first time yesterday. I played Riven and built Gore Drinker. I don't know if that was the right item, but it was pretty fun. Leveling up my knowledge infinitely based on the items that I build in a game. Luden's finished up for both Victor and Syndra. So a lot of damage coming online, a lot of those big one-item spikes that you're used to seeing. So yeah, we should start to see some scraps, especially here 50 seconds left on the Cloud Dragon as well. I don't know if that'll be an objective that teams want to fight over, but it's at least worth considering, I think, for both sides. Although Big Dom may be in a little bit of trouble, going to stun up Kowalski, Chukim, just layering in some auto attacks, but Samso able to slide over and make sure that Big Dom gets out of there. Chubby Monkey still wants to go for it. Onslaught of Shadows through. Big bandage toss from Aikedo. He still has Curse of the Sad Mummy, but going to hold on to it. Already his bot lane is just dead, and now he's forced to retreat to the turret. So Retribution finding the kills that they need to. Aikedo still looking for a little bit more. Finds the bandage toss onto Chubby Monkey as Tendies dives back in. Big Curse of the Sad Mummy followed up by Vaughn. 2 kills back for ROTM. Tendies just autoing down the Lucian, and they'll finish him off. Another big shutdown for ROTM. Tom finishes off Aikedo, but the flash forward from 86 Ping Warrior finds the double kill for the Syndra, and that was a fucking mess. It was 4 for 3, all things considered, for ROTM, and still a small gold lead for Retribution. Blessed picked up that second Rift Herald, so the only neutral objective out of that play actually goes to the Aatrox soloing Sheila. Although now Tendy started up on the Cloud Dragon, I don't think Chubby Monkey can get there in time, especially with Samso coming to help him out, so. Cloud Dragon even things up just a little bit in the Dragon department, and we have a ass-even game going into 18 minutes. That looks like a Shrelia's finished up for Kowalski. That's kind of interesting, as well as some sort of shieldy. I'm going to assume that that's the Aegis for Big Dom. I know that he likes the Aegis, or at least he's been talking about it. What Aatrox skin is that? It's Mecha Aatrox with the white chroma. Big Dom forced to flash out of the Infernal Chains as Blessed making his appearance. Kowalski gets a big knock-up onto Samso. They're not going to be able to peel anybody off of him, and now Big Dom in trouble gets the little shield, I'm assuming from his item, but it just doesn't matter. Another good collapse for Retribution, and that'll be the bot lane turret going for them, and honestly a pretty big play that should bust the game out to about a 2,000 gold lead. This would be what's called a minor advantage in like statistics parlance. I always think that's interesting. As an aside, I don't know if I'll get there because Aikedo gets knocked up by the battle dance. Yeah. Oh, they lost the second turret. That's actually pretty big. So 3,000 gold lead now for Retribution, and Aikedo going to get spotted out again. Why is he just diving in there? I don't know how they know he's there. Bunch of ultimates going to get used, and Eltom finishes him off with the Death Ray, but Chukim stuck kind of on the wrong side. Oh, stun doesn't quite connect, but Unleashed Power doesn't differentiate. So at least a pick back for ROTM. I don't know which stats website it is. I apologize. They do a lot of pro stats. Uh, they're one of the famous ones. There's like 2 or 3 of them, but yeah, they do statistics for major and minor leads and deficits, and just the way that they break that down is kind of interesting. So like, they usually take snapshots at like 15 and 20 minutes, and I believe your minor leads are 2K at 15 minutes, and major leads are like 4K. I don't know exactly how that was determined, but I like that people are using differentiations like that, because you can see if a team is good at coming back from minor leads. That feels like a useful statistic to have. Whereas there's a big difference between you're behind a little bit and you're behind just a ton. Ooh, Essence Reaver second for Chukim. I don't know what this Essence Reaver does. I'm going to be entirely honest. I think this is just mana return, if I'm not mistaken, which is still pretty good. Mana return on crit. I don't think it's the CDR guy, but yeah, it feels like those items aren't as strong on this patch or any patch. Like crit ADCs, I feel like have less smooth item transitions than a lot of other characters. So going like on hit for Lucian feels a little bit better. I don't know if I'm talking out my ass, but anyway, Tendies finds Chubby Monkey, trying to dive over the wall. Vanguard's edge coming through onto Blessed. Gets the Mario Kart double dash, and the auto's down. He's on a killing spree, and Tendi's trying to take over the game. Chubby Monkey has nowhere to run. He's got Ghost instead of Flash, and that's a double kill now for Tendi's. The dance over the wall from Rakan as they're opening up with the Jin shots. Tendi's is still diving. There's still a turret there. I think he didn't think the tier 1 was left, so walks a little bit too far forward, but Chu Kim picks up his 6th kill of the game in return. Nice couple of picks for RTM, set up by the pressure from Tendies in the bottom lane, and they'll be able to get this mid tower off of it. Big stuns land onto the Victor, and the Unleashed Power gets the shutdown for Vaughn. Also, this is the video lagging, not me, just for the record. Not to throw Lane's computer. Oh. Lane? Okay. Lane! Alright, yeah, interesting. Luden's into Void Staff, it looks like, for Vaughn, whereas Luden's into Zanya's for Eltom. And he picks up the Oblivion Orb, the most powerful item in the game. But yeah, I think the big player to watch in this is Chu Kim. He looks really comfortable on the Lucian. Even though his build isn't necessarily the most optimal for the patch, he should still be outputting a ton of damage. Just have to keep an eye on him versus Tendies in some of these fight. Oh, they're gonna do it? No, they're not committed to the bush. This is really awkward. Do they know that Big Dom's there? Well, Big Dom's going to find the Hecarim, so at least somebody knows that something's going on. Aikedo in a lot of trouble, flashes forward, hits the 3-man Curse of the Sad Mummy, but there's just no follow-up from ROTM. Now Big Dom in trouble as Eltom teleports in. He'll get stuck in the gravity well, and Chukim finishes him off. Tendies is still out, putting pressure down in the bottom lane, so they're getting something back, at least a little bit of damage there, as Vaughn and Eltom going to go for a little scrap. One shot from Samso hits the Dark Harvest stack. Couple more autos. Finally finish him off. But now the Barons started up. Teleport in from Tendies. They're looking for it. Vanguard's Edge comes through. Double kill for Samso dashing through. Tendies finds them all! What a play by Tendies! The triple kill. The Baron going to ROTM. Tendies and Samso combining. Woo. I'm hot and bothered by that. I don't care that I have a headache. I'm going to scream anyway. Uh, what a play by ROTM. They now are in the minor lead, if you will, with the 2K gold lead and the 21-19 in kill count. They'll take an extra turret with them. What a play, though, by Samso and Tendies. Vaughn was there, too, but, slightly later to the party. Can't give him as much credit, but basically a 2v4 or 3v4 in the Baron pit to secure that one for ROTM. So now, 2 minutes on an Infernal Dragon that would represent Soul Point if they're able to get it for RTM. Not the most, I guess, shouldn't be the most contested dragon. Oh no, Big Dom caught out just a little bit again. We're not even going to see his death. We'll get to see it in a couple of slides, it looks like, but Chubby Monkey takes him down eventually. Next slide, please. Thank you. Oh, Aikedo gets spotted out by that sweeper. Yeah, I guess they don't quite have the damage or wherewithal to go ahead and push in onto Aikedo. So what, that's 2 or 3 Baron buffs still left for ROTM after Big Dom dies? They really need him to respawn, though, because you can't really push in 4v5. It just stalls out this Baron buff, which is pretty unfortunate after taking what should have been like a game-tipping fight, and instead you're kind of forced to stall out and farm up for a little bit. Alright, Collector and Mortal Reminder for Samso. Oh, I don't know what this item is. This looks kind of like Phantom Dancer, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah. Demonic Embrace for Aikedo is a pretty big spike, as well as, I don't know if that's a Banshee Veil or what fucking item that is on Vaughn, but 3 items on Syndra feels pretty good. So a lot of completions coming through right now for ROTM means that they're spiking pretty hard in addition to having that slight gold lead. So this should be where they're looking to fight. And you can see the pings on the dragon. They want to try to lure people in. It's going to be on Retribution to not call that bluff, and I think they just give this one up and try to hit their spike for the next fight. Navori Quick Blades. It's like Shojin. Oh, Tendies is not going to give them that option. He dives in onto Chu Kim, and just the straight pick. Tendies is on a rampage. Really nicely done by him, and then the follow-up Solar Flare from Big Dom to continue to lock him up, and that's a really important pick. That's a lot of the damage represented. They still have the wave clear from Victor. He's even going to throw out his ultimate as Kowalski just trying to get some distance, but the Curse of the Sad Mummy finds a couple. They trade 1 for 1 as Tendies dove a little bit too hard into the backline. Blessed is low, forced to flash away. Curtain Call opened up, and the 4th shot not gonna connect. Stun flash by Eltom. I don't know that he needed to, but regardless, gets himself out to safety, and it'll still be the turret for ROTM. They lost Tendies, but they still have the pressure advantage, and Eltom can't wave clear away from this one. So the inhibitor falls, and again, I don't think that Retribution needed to fight there. Like, they can chill and wave clear for just a little bit longer. They can give up this dragon and fight over the Baron in 2. I don't know, man. I think if you're playing perfectly, that's probably the play. Not that I expect every team to play perfectly, but, like, yeah, I don't know. So, Soul Point now, Infernal Soul Point for RTM. Baron spawning in a minute 30 is going to have to be contested by Retribution now that they don't have an inhibitor in mid lane, because Baron basically means the end of the game if you're not contested on it. So, I'm sorry, this is so jumpy, guys. The other games have been really good. It's kind of weird that this one is the one that Lane's computer's having a little trouble with. Anyway, they're going to go for it. Kowalski looking for the pick onto Big Dom. Teleport coming in from Tendies and Vaughn. and that'll force Retribution away. So a couple of important engage tools burned in the process, and now everybody grouped up for ROTM. Cheeky little laser over the wall, not going to find anybody. Curtain Call going to get opened up, just looking to slow somebody up. He hit a couple of those. Yeah, Eltom is really low. That would have been important to see directed camera. I would have appreciated that. So actually, Eltom is going to have to go all the way back to base potentially to heal up, and with the Baron spawning in 20 seconds, that it's going to flip vision control of the area over to ROTM, and you can see the way Big Dom and Tendies can just walk into the jungle right now, get whatever wards down that they want, get some other wards swept. This is going to be a very tough contest for Retribution. But Samso and Aikedo, go ahead and start up the Baron. Aikedo can microwave it for a while without worrying about it. They just aren't going to contest. So this is the play they should have made for the Infernal Dragon, and instead are making it for Baron. Which, I don't know. With an inhibitor down, that's basically just... It puts you in such a difficult position to try to defend, because no matter what, that mid lane's going to be pushing in. So you can group up 4-1 or 5-0 as ROTM, and no matter what, guarantee 2 lane shoving. I don't know about that one, Chief. They're going to try, but again, there's just not enough wave clear. Aikedo kind of catches out Chubby Monkey on the side. He'll use the blast gun out to safety. Kowalski forced back into his base, as well as Eltom just trying to get some damage through. Already the inhibitor tower's fallen. CC just not quite connecting, but Tendies is going for it anyway. Hits the Vanguard's edge, just finds the kill onto Blessed. Kowalski in on the backline, but not able to make too much noise as Chubby Monkey tries to follow up, but the one-at-a-time strat not really paying off. Double kill for Vaughn, and a third falls, as well as Aikedo not quite able to connect on the bandage toss, but Chu Kim, the only one left alive for Retribution, and it all just kind of fell apart in a second for them. They had some nice leads early on. Oh, Vaughn has to be careful. Chu Kim is a little insane, but there's the ace for Samso as he takes him down with the captive audience. Turrets fall, and the Nexus should as well in short order. ROTM going to move on through losers round 4 into the losers semifinals now. Yeah, that was actually a really good game. Retribution had a lead early on through a couple of really proactive plays. They got some good trading down, but just not able to capitalize on the relative strength of Eltom and Chu Kim. And it felt like, especially in these last couple of decisions that they made, just weren't the right ones. Like, I think if you give up that for, I'm repeating myself, I know, but you give up that Infernal Dragon in order to contest the Baron in a couple of minutes, because if you give up the Baron for free, you're going to get into a situation like that where you can't wave clear, you're giving up turrets, and you're forced in kind of one by one, where Kowalski and then Chubby Monkey went in, Blessed was already dead. It just doesn't lead itself to a good solid contest, especially when you're just a little bit behind in gold. Anyway, this is the ROTM stream. I'm supposed to focus on them. So it was really well played. Vaughn had a really good game on the Syndra. In honestly, that was the big point of strength for ROTM, was Vaughn able to consistently find people and blow them up. So yeah, we'll I'm gonna take a short break. I'm gonna grab some water, like I said that I was going to, and then I'll be right back. We'll have game number 6, the losers semifinal. Oh man, water when you're just a little dehydrated just hits different, you know? Oh, I did want to announce a cool thing I'm working on, I guess, while I've got eyes and ears on me for a second. Working on RTM Jeopardy, and I'll be looking for people who are interested in playing that. Uh, Potentially either doing it Saturday or Sunday, I think would be great. Maybe Saturday before the FPL game. But yeah, like 3 or 4 people if you're interested. It'll be live on the stream. I'm putting together the questions and categories right now. Um, and it should just be kind of meme fun. I guess I'll have to think of a prize. I guess I could do like a mystery skin, or I could gift a sub to the winner. Might be a good gift. But yeah, Aikido if you went in, that sounds good. Whoever else is interested as well, um, just hit me up. I'm going to post in the Discord about it, so we'll make sure to get people, whoever wants to play in. But the questions so far that I have are like about League in general. I've got some about RTM, got a couple about Get Wrecked. Like, yeah, it's a real grab bag, but it's all stuff like tangentially related to ROTM at least. All right. That said, let me. This is PvE2. What color should they be? I think we'll go purple. Maybe not a purple. Or I could do it dark. This needs to be 5. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Cool. Oh, and then I immediately got rid of that. Oh, that's really dumb. Okay, I need this. Cool. Welcome back to the games. Losers round 5, aka the losers semifinal. Oh, I don't like the 2 in it. Anyway, on the blue side of the rift, wearing the blue health bars for this game is Return of the Middle Sticks, Tendies 2 in the top lane on Jax, Aikido in the jungle on Graves, 86 Ping Warrior returning on the Syndra, and Samso and Big Dom on the Jhin and Braum. Not the best synergized lane, not one of my favorites, but anyway. On the other side is PvE 2.0, wearing the red health bars, Easy Life, playing Shen in the top lane, Cross in the jungle on the Sad Mummy, Can of Tin. Yeah, Can of Tin in the mid lane playing Fizz, and Esmond and Kgod K in the bottom lane playing Ashe Leona. Yeah, honestly, these feel like pretty good matchups across the board for PvE. I think the Jackson to Shen is a skill matchup, but other than that, like Fizz is pretty good into Syndra. I think Ashe Leona is just in general stronger right now than the Jhin Braum, and Jhin Braum doesn't have the best inbuilt synergy anyway. Also kind of interesting is that Big Dom went for the Aftershock on Braum, which is going to be harder to proc. So, I mean, the ways you proc Aftershock are with your ult, which is, relatively easy. But before that, you need the Winter's Bite connection, basically, or the passive detonation, I guess, is more accurate. And with a Jhin, it's going to be, a little bit hard, a little bit slow to activate. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like Guardian might have been a better keystone in this situation. I don't know for sure, though. I always feel weird, like, making statements like that, because me big bronze player, Easy Life's in trouble. Tendies just always seems to get the shove, always hit level 2, and always find a good trade. And when I do stuff like that, the enemy just backs the fuck up and I don't get to interact with them. So I don't know how he does it every single game. But anyway, yeah, I always feel weird making those judgments because you guys are all like obviously diamond players, plat players, very good. Tendies is just dead. That's honestly kind of disrespectful of him to not ward for that gank from Amumu. The level 3 camp clear, like 4 camp clear in this case, feels pretty normal. Feels pretty normally timed. Oh no, Von DC'd. Okay, well, with the power of YouTube. We can skip ahead. Also, I hate that. Somebody pointed out that British people say YouTube, CH. And for some reason I can't unhear that when people say that now, rather than tube, T. It's just the worst. Somehow the Seastone Trident and Ignite didn't take down Vaughn. Oh, Cross was still looking for that. That was really nice awareness by Vaughn to dodge out. Like, honestly, super impressed by that. I would have just died in the menu screen, but that's why he's former Grandmaster player and I am bronze. Also, I don't know how many people actually know. That's a little bit of a meme. While I am ranked bronze, I'm not ranked bronze, you know. It's my teammates holding me back. Or the fact that I only played 11 games. One of the two for you to decide. I also really like the No Magic Mantle. That's a lot of respect from Vaughn early on. And I think that that's going to serve him pretty well against the Fizz. I will admit to being a dirty Fizz player. Do I just play the worst mid laners? K-God's in trouble. Gonna get stunned up by the Braum passive and forced to flash away. So, more important summoner spells definitely burned out of PvE's bot lane with the flash and the heal. I couldn't think of their team name for a second. I wanted to call them Retribution again, but that's not quite right. Oh, K-God has the Divine Ascension tag. Do they actually have a team that's okay? I mean, good for them. Fizz is one of the best mids right now, part of the Rocket Belt trio. I'm not going to pretend to know who that is, but Fizz is always pretty strong. Like, he's always, like, sneakily should be picked, and probably, like, pros have him as, like, a sneaky counter pick into 1 or 2 matchups, but just don't pull him out often. Galio Echo Fizz. Okay, that makes sense. I knew Echo was pretty strong as well. I didn't think Galio was that strong, but, you know, could be proven wrong. Like, Galio's always good in organized play. I didn't think he was that strong in unorganized, I guess. Cross is looking for this gank. He's going to be an alcove gamer here in a second if he goes for it. Oh, going to back off for now. They're going to team up, it looks like, with Fizz as Tendies takes another trade in the top lane. Samzo and Big Dom have an idea. They actually know that this is happening. Oh, Big Dom going to intercept the Shark. That's really nice to start off with. Throws the Unbreakable up. Gets a lot of taking out of the way, but Samso finds one in return. Now Aikato's here. Hits him with the shotgun, just trying to trade this one back, and Cross dies to the turret. 2 for 2. Really nicely done by Black Salt on that. He tanked for so long. He was able to keep his distance with the Shark on him and not hand that over to Samso. I really liked the way that he played. Like, obviously wasn't getting out of that one, but made the best out of it. And yeah, really well done by him. And then nice roam down from Aikato, of course, to help trade that one back. Hextech Alternator finished up for Fizz and Mercs for Syndra. Okay, very respectful, very good to not die, and Tendi's just gonna bonk him, send him to horny jail. Where's our counter at? That's 34 now for Tendies, I think. Sometimes you just get 34 solo kills in 6 games or 7 games. What game is this? 6. 6 games. If only we could all be as handsome and good at League as Tendies is. Oh, Taunt Under Tower. That's a nice little trade for easy life. But of course, Counter-Strike is a good spell. And these trades effectively don't matter for Tendies, as he can just leave and come back with Teleport at any time. He does need to be a little careful not to get ganked here by Cross, but for now, with the sustain from his Vamp Scepter, with the ability to trade in, he's feeling very comfortable up in this top lane. Aikedo's already got the Serrated Dirk finished compared to a couple of tankier items for Cross. But yeah, everybody just hitting some minions right now. This is a little bit slower paced game than the last couple have been. And I think that's a result of the junglers that got picked. The Graves a little bit more farmy. And Amumu, while he can gank early, and we saw him have that good gank up in the top lane earlier, just choosing to farm up for the Curse of the Sad Mummy. But now Tendi's going to find Cross. Ooh, stun over the wall. Maybe looking to collapse on this one. They're going to get the Shen ultimate out. Aikedo over the wall. Vaughn just flashes into melee range. Cross is going to die as the flash out from Tendi's. But now Aikedo kind of trapped in no man's land, trying to kite back away from Easy Life. Just slows him up with the red buff. And they're going to get away from Can of Tin. Nice little pick. And they got the Shen ultimate out and a Mumu ult out. A lot of big teamfight oriented ultimates and ability to move around the map. That's actually pretty huge, because now they could look to reset and make a play in bottom lane with Tendi's teleport, with Aikedo, and it's going to be very, very difficult for PvE to answer. I don't really like their team name. Not a fan. I'm sure they don't care. Shark coming through, Can of Tin. Oh, that's a really good knockback. Gonna at least prevent a little bit of damage on this all-in. W doesn't quite connect. Gets the cleanse out, cleanse away the ignite, but now here's the gank in bottom lane that we were kind of that was a word soup. Kind of alerting. I give up. I just can't English anymore. It's over, guys. I'm gonna retire and move to Korea or something. Tendi's isn't in top lane, which is actually a surprise. Finds a kill in mid lane. I guess technically counts as a solo kill. He's just tanking through Cross. What the hell? The double kill for Tendi's. Yeah. What? That's the 38 solo kills now for Tendi's. Because of course it is. Blade of the Ruin King is finished for him as well, which is going to really help into the Shen and Amumu duo. Yeah, that was actually correct. Shen and Amumu duo. I'm sorry, you guys are actively listening to me lose my mind on stream. I'm sorry it had to be like this. Pings on the dragon. 50 seconds left now on that spawn. I don't know exactly why they're roaming down here or for what. They're going to get some vision control in the area, and Cross should eventually show up to maybe take a dragon. But at the same time, that back isn't like terribly timed by Aikedo. They're going to be there with the ability to contest if they want to. Oh, I lost my chat. Hopefully you guys aren't making too much fun of me. Alright. I guess the damage trade is technically worth. Ash Arrow from Edmund trying to connect. He cleanses it away immediately in the flash away from Big Dom. Going to avoid the gank at the cost of a couple of summoner spells. That was a really quick cleanse, though, by Samso. I think he was expecting that. Stun going to land on Can of Tin in the mid lane, but Aikedo can't really get in. 2 seconds and 1 on the dragon spawn, and nobody is on it immediately. But now both teams going to jockey for position a little bit around this area. K-God K and Esmond step up. Winner's Bite didn't quite connect onto K-God's stun across 2 big Glacial Fissure, but they have the Shen ultimate up. K-God dancing around, not able to get Shen into the fight. That's actually pretty big, as Easy Life doesn't get the full teleport in. Tendies unfortunately can't really join either, so not going to have that big tipping in the favor, although Tendies went and soloed Rift Herald, I guess, during that. Why not? But as a result of the fight, RTM gets control of the pit, and they'll take that second dragon, I'm imagining. He's been on it for a while. Okay, there it is. Tendi's going to drop the Rift Herald in top lane, get some cheeky plates for himself. Who gets taunted up, has to be a little bit careful. Oh, that was actually a much bigger trade than I think that he wanted, but he gets 320 gold in his back pocket. So, probably not super upset about it. Oh, is Easy Life going to interrupt this recall? I don't think he necessarily wins this scrap. Uses the ult Grandmaster arm. Oh my god, he bonked him. Alright. So that's Blade of the Ruin King versus the steel... Plated steel caps? I hate that name. He goes back and buys a Bramble Vest, though, so that'll make it a little bit more difficult for Tendies, but it's not going to save his turret. What might save his turret is Can of Tin headed up here. On the Fizz, Tendies is relatively healthy, just going to continue to bonk him down. Counter-Strike doesn't quite have the timing that he needs, so Can of Tin able to take him down with the assist from Cross. And it's 8-3. Tendies is pretty big, has the Hearth Axe. There's another word in there. Hearth Fury. It's not Hearthstone, that's Blizzard. Teleport in from Easy Light, though, behind. Gets the big double taunt onto Samso. The stun up from Braum. Gets the captive audience as well. Big Dom getting slowed up. Ashe is so annoying. The flash solar flare from K-God is going to spell his doom, and he'll go back to that gray screen. So they get 1 pick out of that teleport. Probably not the maximum they were hoping for, but... It happens, I guess. I don't think Vaughn meant to have that double stun, but he got it anyway. So I know that we were mentioning that Fizz is part of the Proto Belt trio. That ain't a Proto Belt. Also, Proto Belt doesn't exist. It's Rocket Belt. Oh, he said Rocket Belt trio in the chat. I'm memeing Wing now, and he's actually just bigger brain than me. That's a Night Harvester, though. Also kind of interesting is the Immortal Shield Bow on Ashe. I guess that's correct? I don't know what else you would go. And Immortal Shield Bow is like the one okay crit item right now. But the double eclipses for RTM on Jhin and Graves mean that they have pretty big spikes, especially if Syndra can get an item or two here. An item or two. Just one item would be fine on Syndra. Completed around this fight. There isn't really a fight coming up, though. I'm just talking, and words are coming out, and things are happening. Cross hits the bandage toss. They get the 1 stun onto Aikedo. Dash forward. The collateral damage gets him out to safety. The Solar Flare going to stun up Tendies, though, and Esmond will find his 2nd kill of the game. So with that, PvE is going to continue to group up mid and not do anything. Excellent. Haha, macro. Tendies has a lot of items. don't know what that middle one is, but is that just a upgraded null magic mantle? Is that just the new Negatron cloak? I'm not sure. At some point, I'm gonna just look at the items in the store and eventually figure this out. But for now, it's more fun to pretend like I don't know anything and ask the chat. What other bad observations do I have? I mean, I gave you guys the YouTube. That's just gonna annoy you if you watch any British YouTubers. Um, yeah, Tendi's... So, as a result of actually macroing, RTM gets another tower. Haha, macro. Dragon coming up in 10 seconds. And RTM kind of grouped up mid. Tendi's slotted down with basically the entire team in between them. Winner's Bite going to connect onto a Mumu. Get the big double Curse of the Sad Mummy into the Ash Arrow. Nobody dies immediately at the start of the fight, although Canopton looking for it on the backside. Tendi's jumps out to safety on the other side. That was really nicely done by him, but now he's in no man's land. Tries to flash over the thick part of the wall, but can't quite get over. Cross manages it, though, and looks for the re-engage. Hits the bandage toss. Good knockback there by Vaughn, trying to help disengage. They don't have the damage to finish anybody off, although now Fizz finally falls thanks to the damage from Aikedo. Vaughn in trouble, though. He'll fall as well. It's 2 for 1 for PvE 2.0. Oh, Easy Life still wants this. Looking for the autos onto Big Dom. He'll get stunned up. Do they actually have the damage to take him down in any reasonable amount of time? Now they finally do, is Samso able to rejoin. Aikedo on a rampage. Oh, Cross is really low. Oh, the dragon. Wait. Oh, no. Okay. Tendi's teleports in. He's looking for Cross. I can't go over my realization there. A big stun lands onto Esmond, and Aikedo finds another kill. He's unstoppable on the Graves at 5-0. I thought the Leona was Black Salt, like 100%, and it just wasn't. He's Braum this game. So I saw Leona slay the dragon, and I was like, wait, what? How did Black Salt get in there? That's crazy. But it wasn't crazy at all. Leona is just not on. Yeah. Water. Cool. So I think it's kind of interesting. Tendi's going for the double legendary items before getting a mythic, with the Wit's End and the Blade of the Ruin King. I don't know what just happened with that blue buff, but it didn't look good. Is he gonna do it again? Vaughn. Okay. I think he finally killed it. No, the camp is still up. It reset a third. Oh, Tendi's just takes it! Oh, no! Oh, the Curse of the Sad Mummy is gonna get 2 of them. Oh, no. Alright, the blue buff went to Fizz. Oh, they're bros to the end. Alright, Baron started up. The 3-man squad from RTM. Gonna look... I can't get over this. I'm crying, guys. I need help. Curtain call opened up. Actually, where is Aikedo? Okay, he is there. I hadn't seen him yet. Aikedo's still looking for this, but just a little bit too far forward. It's the shutdown for Can of Tin, and they're going to turn their way back onto the Baron. 1,000 health, and it gets smited away successfully. Big Dom going to sacrifice himself as well. So that was a really bad sequence for OTM. Yeah, I don't have other words for it. It was bad, and things didn't go well. So now, Baron buff on PvE. They're only behind about 2,000 gold. They have a pretty solid team fighting team with the Shen and Amumu and Ash Leona as well. Fizz the only big team fighter, but is still pretty good at it. Fizz has a Lichbane finished up. While it's not the ideal 2-item spike for him, he has 2 items and can do quite a bit of damage. They still don't... The big issue that they're going to run into is that nobody can match Jax in a side lane. So they still have to figure out kind of creative ways to neutralize and keep tendies from essentially just ending the game on them, or at least creating a bunch of pressure and drawing them away from it. Um, Once Shen finishes up another item or two, he can maybe start to match tendies, but that's kind of rough. Fizz just never, honestly never, matches Jax. It just doesn't happen. Those two champions just don't interact well for the Fizz. From my experience. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but God, maybe I am just like, hey, what mid champions do you play, Maris? You play Zoe and Fizz? Oh, well, fuck you then. Alright, well. I can see why people wouldn't like me. That's unlucky. Dragon in 25 seconds. It's another, well, it's a cloud for the Cloud Soul. Oh, slow gonna land onto easy life. This is kind of how you deal with Shen. If he's doing well, is you just gank him because then he can't leave. Maybe he still can leave. Oh, well, this is too many people now for him. Captive Audience going to take that kill. They're going to sacrifice their turret on the other side of the map, which, I mean, they weren't going to use it anyway, so why not? Lose the dragon as well, so maybe not the best investment from RTM, but they at least get something in return. And the game going to kind of stall out and continue onwards. The inexorable march of time continues. That was really weird. Why did he blue trinket in the middle of that? Huh. I guess, do you get vision where you click it? Like, did he have vision over the circular area and then the ward just dropped on the other side? Or do you get vision around the ward? Because if so, that might actually be a play, because you technically get more vision, because you get 2 circles rather than 1. I don't know. I'm thinking too hard about that, probably. Demonic Embrace, Collector finished for our junglers. Looking around, I don't see any other big item completions. Oh, the Rage Blade, actually, for Ashe, really stabilizes her damage and makes her a pretty big threat. Ash Arrow and Shark not going to connect. Sidestep by Vaughn. It's not quite going to matter because Fizz's basic abilities do a bunch of damage. But now Tendies goes in. All those abilities down, but the stopwatch is still available for him. Easy Life saves his life with the Stand United. And everybody going to get out for PvE as the siege kind of continues. Oh, a big taunt lands onto Aikedo as he's trying just to dash away with that quick draw cross, and a little bit of trouble. Gets Winters bited up. And now PvE on the back foot as RTM pushes back through mid, but everybody just going to reset for now. Tendy still has teleport available, so he can head back to a side lane and split push. He's actually going to choose not to match up into easy life, which is kind of interesting. He's going to head to top lane and stay away from the Shen, who has teleport also, but no ult now. Ooh, the on my way ping to the blue buff. Is Vaughn actually going to get this blue buff? Oh, he got it. Let's go. I hadn't seen that back animation. That's really rude of that crab to just hit the volleyball into her face. Like, really uncalled for, honestly. What do you guys think of the new cosmic skins that just came out? Any of them your favorite, least favorite? They all look kind of neat, but I'm not like super invested. Might pick up the Hacker one eventually, but I think that's the only one. I always leave these questions to chat, and then I don't know that people actually answer. Oh, I got an answer. Ooh. My lucky day. Look at this. Chat interaction. I'm like a real streamer. I wish I had betting. Make you guys bet your channel points away. Alright, well, Tendy's split pushing on bottom lane. No Shen to match him. Shen is with the group right now, which is an interesting place for him to be. Now he's finally going to back. The big purple worm respawns here in 5 seconds. Ooh, wards over the wall. This is kind of a risky business for ROTM. Ooh, he sees a Mumu on the sweeper. Fizz pushing in top lane. This is actually a really good setup right now for PvE. If they can get Fizz down here... Oh, Tendies is just ignoring Shen. Grabs the turret, now continuing just to beat down. Easy Life going to get stunned up. A couple more autos. Bonk, bonk. Tendies still pushing forward. But he's creating pressure, creating space, creating a CS lead. He has his Divine Sunderer finished as well. A little bit of chip damage coming in over the wall. Captive Audience gets the Dark Harvest stack for Samso, and now it's going to force the recall out of K-God with a minute to go on a Cloud Dragon. I don't know that that's... I mean, that looks like it's the play. This Dragon essentially doesn't matter for either team. Like, it represents soul point for either team, but for the team that can't get it, it's not the biggest deal in the world to just give it up. So if you're not feeling it, if somebody gets chunked out, you can give this one up. It's fine. Would it be better to have it? Of course. But, you know, sometimes it'd be like that. But now RTM going to sweep through. Baron? Looks like it's going to be the choice for RTM. I wonder how many people were actually spotted there. They're going to get the hawkshot through, so they should have a relative idea that all 5 are there. And yeah, Easy Life is going to start up the dragon. Looks like the big prize. Oh, but Amumu may be looking to pick a fight. Going to get snared up, get stunned up as well with another auto. A lot of CC coming through onto Cross. He hits a big Curse of the Sad Mummy onto 5, but now everybody joining the fray as Shen teleports in. Fizz has already shut down Samso, but Tendy's on the backside, not quite able to finish off that kill. Still has Counter-Strike up, looking for the Ashe, trying to finish it off, but the Immortal Shield Bow keeps him safe, and Easy Life takes that kill. End of the line, plus collateral... or not collateral damage, a couple of autos. One more auto from Syndra is actually the one that gets the snare. Dash away from Easy Life. Nobody's got any health left, but they can't finish off any kill. K-God finally falls. They get one back as Can of Tin just hanging around the outside. The Dragon's still up. Shen wasn't able to finish it off in that sequence as... Now the Scuttle Crab goes over to ROTM. They're going to get that Dragon as well. That could have been just a huge fight for ROTM. It could have been a huge, honestly, for PvE, but the kills just didn't connect. And instead it's a 1-for-0, and the Dragon at the end of the day, as Aikido would say, goes to ROTM. Really weird little fight, honestly. Also, it feels like Tendies is so strong, but he's 5 and 6. I guess that's the Tendies experience sometimes, though. God, my head hurts. Oh, I can probably take more medicine. Don't do drugs, kids. Not that I'm doing drugs, I'm doing ibuprofen. The best drug. Baron started up. I'm gonna try to take this before I have to talk about it. Alright, Baron smited away for PvE. The fight engages as Cross uses the Curse of the Sad Mummy. On the backside, though, Tendies rips apart Esmond. This is the fight that we thought we would see in the last one. All those health bars do tick over this time. It's a double kill for Aikido and 4 kills for ROTM. The teleport in from Tendies on the backside of the Baron Pit really made that fight happen. And just really well played. Those health bars weren't able to stay topped off, weren't able to stay above 0, and instead everybody falls for PvE, and now RTM gets that push into mid lane. I'm almost out of ibuprofen. That might be a bad time here in a little bit. Need to get some more. Inhibitor going to fall, and Tendy's still putting pressure on another one, but Shen, the last one alive with a Baron buff. That's easy life. He could just be like Ezreal life. Maybe moonlighting as a top laner this time. Maybe his Ezreal got banned. Not really sure. Ooh, Lord Dom's finished up for Graves. So Aikedo gonna be shredding some armor. Well, shredding through some armor. I guess not actively shredding it. Excuse me. But you have the Titanic Hydra now for easy life. A lot of kind of like important tertiary items coming through. You have the Runan's Hurricane for Esmond. You have Can of Tin's Zanya's Hourglass, as well as some purple item that I can't really discern what it's supposed to be. That's probably just a piecemeal item. Can of Tin gonna look for the fight onto Aikedo. The shield though from Big Dom gonna keep him nice and safe. And that dragon here in a minute 50 is the Cloud Soul for RTM. Again, not the like Cloud Soul's fine. It's not the biggest spike. Might be nice to have. Oh, Karasuda messaging Lane. Oh, we're getting the PMs here. Messaging that he hates him. Like that's rough. Is there beef inside the ROTM house between Karasuda and Lane? This is the soap opera stuff that we really need. Yeah, right. We just have this little glimpse into Lane's life. I don't know why Karasuda hates him or what for. But I feel the pain from Karasuda. And that's really what matters, is that, you know, he feels comfortable and safe. Quicksilver Sash for Aikedo, I believe. It looks like a Quicksilver Sash. It probably acts like Quicksilver Sash. But Amumu's getting pretty fucking tanky. So now everybody grouped up around this dragon. Oh, they're looking for the pick. They might have found it immediately as the flash away from K-God. He gets the Shen ult, but it just doesn't matter as now Tendy's wails down. They'll get the stun onto Cross as well. And the flash forward for the stun as Aikedo takes him down. And with those two picks, ROTM gonna hang out mid lane? Oh, they need the minion wave, I guess. That might be important to have. But the 5-man squad coming in. Can Easy Life, Can of Tin, and Esmond hold on to the Nexus Towers and the Nexus? Already number one getting wailed down on and destroyed. Stun up onto the Shen. He just falls. A lot of damage coming through as Tendy's jumps back onto Esmond. Ashe has nowhere to go. And with those kills, the berth in the losers final will be secured for ROTM. That was kind of a messy game. Ultimately, though, RTM able to take it down. Aikedo had the big carry performance this time, 10-1 on the Graves. The damage at the end of that game that was coming out of the Graves and Jhin was pretty ridiculous. Vaughn had a little bit rougher of a game, but, you know, maybe he'll, maybe. He should be able to turn it around. That's just not a great matchup for Syndra. I think you just kind of get blasted by Fizz, and you just kind of have to accept that. So, take another short break. We'll be back with the losers bracket final between ROTM and VX Chrono Break. You know, I had this realization. I have that RTM animation that was made for the Discord server. I could just put that in one of these break screens. It's not as fun though. All right, transitions. Woo. I need stuff. Hold on. Okay. Whew. So, welcome back. Game number 3 of the day. The lower bracket final. On the blue side, return of the middle sticks with quite a composition, honestly. Tendy's 2 in the top lane and Camille. Aikido in the jungle on the sad mummy. Vaughn in the mid lane playing the Colossus, and FER Samso and Big Dom playing the Bounty Hunter and Shield of Daybreak. Oh, I've got that one. All right. On the other side of the map, it's VX Chrono Break. Aquanthony in the top lane playing the Shard of the Monolith. Extreme Berserker in the jungle playing Kane. Super Frankie in mid lane playing Cassiopeia. The Radiant Dawn. Oh no. And then Yogurt Candy and Happy Game in the bottom lane playing Kaisa and Set. And the double sweeper start. I mean, I guess that was probably Kane went forward, placed the ward, but that's at least a one sweeper start. Kind of interesting. Um, anyway, this is game number 3 of my brain actively melting, so we'll see how we continue to do. Shield of Daybreak is one of her abilities, isn't it? That's rough. You know what? Hold on. I'm making that a category in Jeopardy. We're doing it. All right. Now that I've got that official business out of the way, I need this back and this back and this back. Okay, cool. That'll be a good time. Excuse me. Sorry. Malphite into Camille is super annoying for Camille. Oh, the flash forward for the double face breaker. Samso and Big Dom in a little bit of trouble. That's a really good Zenith Blade to try to get him out. At least forces this flash out of Extreme Berserker. Now Yogurt Candy trying to get a couple of autos. The Haymaker isn't enough. Samso escapes. Tendy's in trouble as well in the top lane. The Comet... Wait. What is he doing? What? Why? What? Okay, well now there's a taunt in mid lane. Aikido hits the bandage toss. Super Frankie forced to flash and cleanse away, but RTM nicely backs off. Wait, Happy Gamer's dead. What is happening? Ah! All right. So a couple of thoughts. Number one is that this is like hour 7 of gameplay for these teams. Maybe not quite that many at this point, but this is game number 7 for RTM. I don't know exactly how many for VTX Chrono Break. Aikido here looking for that kill. Tendies finds the second kill of the game. Oh my god. So that dive by Aqua Anthony. I know it's Aqua Anthony. I know there's supposed to implicitly be two separate A's, but it's more fun to make them one word. Um, that not dive by Aqua Anthony might have just cost them the game, if I'm being entirely honest. So I was trying to talk about how difficult this matchup is for Camille. Early on, you can kind of bully because of the true damage, but once you start getting that attack speed slow going for Aqua Anthony for Malphite, it's really, really tough to trade as Tendy's into the Malphite at any point, especially once you get Bramble Vest and Tabi. But now that he's been given 2 kills, Tendy's is so far ahead of the curve. Like, so fucking far ahead of the curve. He's 20 CS up. He's 2 kills up. It doesn't matter that you're able to build those tanky items and sustain through everything, because you're gonna die to the true damage and the extra spell damage that comes through. Or Tendy's is gonna buy sustain and actually out-sustain you. It. I don't know, man. Especially, they came from the winner's bracket. Like, they had this opportunity to watch a lot of these games happen. You don't dive. Tendy's. I just. All right. Well. Uh. Yeah. He hasn't even been back. That's just a trade before he's gotten to go back. He's gonna buy a Phage compared to Bommy's. So he's on Phage Sheen compared to Bommy's. Like, I don't know, man. Honestly, these other lanes don't even matter at the like. You have Camille Galio, so you can guarantee a pick for Tendies. You have Curse of the Sad Bullet Time on the other side of the map. If for some reason they're able to stabilize, you just win 5v5 team fights. But now it's impossible to play side lane. I I hesitate to call games over at the 6 minute mark in Diamond League, but boy, this one is fucking over. This is not going to be a fun one to. Well, it's going to be very fun for me, but it's not a close game at this point. All right, analysis out of the way. Let's try to take what we have. We've got that weird whip item finished up for Kane, which is kind of neat. Kato is not going to give Aqua Anthony any time. Oh, everything just kind of misses, but Malphite's going to eventually die at the end of this one. So, you know. And there's just no play on the other side of the map. We haven't seen Kane do anything this game. Like, he had that little gank, but he isn't close to transformation. I don't know. So when I was looking through the bracket at the top of the, like, very first thing, like, kind of doing light scouting of teams, these were the 2 teams I thought would be in the final. I didn't really expect Booking 9 Aquarium to be as strong as they were, but they're very clearly a very good team. Like, I expected them to be 3rd or 4th, and then this would be our final. VX Chrono Break does not look like a very good team as a result of, like, they have made really bad decisions so far this game. We'll see if they can turn my favor back around on them, but color me not impressed on this, huge 1-game sample size on these players. Someone is just, like, screaming outside of my apartment. It's a kid, so I'm assuming they're just playing, but it's kind of disturbing. And there's the trade. And there it is. He also hasn't been back to spend even more gold, so. Zenith Blade gonna land onto Yogurt Candy. Big Dom getting aggressive. A couple of autos coming through onto Happy Game as well. Cleanse forced out of Yogurt Candy. But now the Curse of the Sad Bullet Time comes through, and it's a double kill for Aikedo. Oh, he's Mastery 7. Good for him. I wouldn't have expected him to be that high on a Mumu, but here we are. Maybe it's just the way that I play League of Legends coloring my perspective. I've only got 3 Mastery 7 champions, and I only, like, actively play one of them right now, so. you know, maybe that colors my perception of people who have a bunch of Mastery 7s. But, like, I know Aikedo and Winged have a ton, and I'm sure most other people who have been playing the game the past couple of years do. I guess I just don't play enough Rift. I'd make that a category on... Maybe I will. Maybe we'll do a Do You Know Your Admins category. I don't know that people care about us or want to care about us though. And they don't have to. That's the beauty of it. So, 6-1. It's a 2,500 gold lead for ROTM. They've got a dragon. No Rift Herald just yet, but I'm assuming soon, especially with Aikedo pathing up here. Tendi's doing some things to this Malphite. Who uses the ult, has the Q cooldowns back up, and there it is. Another solo kill. God, that's 41 or 42 now? Let me think back to the start of this game. He had the one on the trade. The next one was Aikedo. Yeah, 41. 41 solo kills. I was going to do, if we had betting available, was going to do over under 50 solo kills in the tournament for Tendies. I'd probably take over at this point. He might even do 50 this game, the way that this Malphite is playing. Ooh, knock up from Aqua Anthony. Might be able to trade this one back. A couple more autos and the disengage. Divine Sunderer already finished up for Tendies is disgusting. But he's got a lot of extra damage on his empowered abilities, which automatically applies on his Q. This is a slow game because of how far ahead ROTM is, so there's no world where VX can make plays. God, this Kayn, there's no way that he's anywhere close to transformation, right? He's literally only had that gank in bottom lane. And he just hasn't been taking any risks whatsoever, which is fine, but he's going to have like a 20, 25 minute transfer if he ever gets there at this rate. Hanging around. They might be looking for the Galio. That would at least be a play. But now here comes Extreme Berserker. Ooh, finally, orbs. Give him some orbs. Jumps back in. They're burning all of the ultimates. I don't know where that Camille or the Galio ultimate was going, but that was kind of interesting. He falls 1 for 1 so far, but Tendies chases over the wall with the hook shot. Double kill. Flash away from Happy Game is Aikedo able to collapse. But now Tendies dives back off. He's got just the very casual triple kill. And now the turret going to fall in mid lane. Boop. Yeah. This is a rough one. Kayn finished his Gore Drinker. Good for him. So he's got an item, but he doesn't have any orbs. Maybe he got quite a few out of that. I don't know. He hit, like, QW auto ult. Look at this rotation, though. The teleport into bottom lane for Vaughn to pick up some more turret plates, maybe even get that turret. Tendi's on the hunt again for Aqua Anthony. He just uses the unstoppable force to run away. That feels so bad. Samso picks up another turret plate. Only one left. Oh, here comes Kayn. Nope. Alright, well. It'd be like that, I guess. It's a 7,500 gold lead for RTM. Very, you know, minor lead at this point at 13 minutes. That'd really be the bet I could do. Would be over or under Kayn getting his transformation this game. 86 ping warrior in a little bit of trouble. But actually just has more than enough health. The Gore Drinker healing up Extreme Berserker. That's a nice little item, but Tendies is there. He's dominating. Set gonna sacrifice himself to trade back with Samso. They get a kill, I guess. Oh, the flash from Yogurt Candy. Tendies still maybe looking for it. Getting a little bit of damage done by Super Frankie. But yeah, another positive trade for ROTM and another dragon in their pocket. Eclipse finished up for MF. I don't know if that's 100% the item on MF, but I'm nowhere near able to judge, honestly, as Tendies takes down the 4th turret of the game. Yeah, it isn't going to get any better for VX. Happy game. Gets the stun onto Tendies, and then pays for it with 3/4 of his health bar. Uses the Haymaker. Gets a little bit of distance, but it doesn't matter, as Tendies is godlike with solo kill number 42 of the tournament. There are players that didn't get nearly that many total kills in the tournament, and Tendies has 42 solo kills. Kai'Sa's finished up Kraken Slayer. That's an item. But yeah, already with the finished Ravenous Hydra. Wait, you can't. Oh, Kane is Ross now. Tendies finds his 43rd solo kill, and then is going to die to 4 people. Sometimes it'd be like that. Now he's got a Guardian Angel, so that's not going to happen again. Vaughn going to go for a play onto Super Frankie. Gets about half of his health down. Proto belts off of the Miasma. Solar Flare over the wall, and Samso takes the kill with the Make It Rain. Another little pick for ROTM, and now it's about a 10,000 gold lead, as Aikido not quite able to hold Aqua Anthony in the vicinity of the Galio ult, but still forces the rotation away from VX, and now turret number 6 is going to die. Ooh, the double taunt from Vaughn. Get the knock up into the 4-man Curse of the Sad Mummy. And already Malphite's going to die. Extreme Berserker gets the double knock up with the Blade's Reach, but it's not going to matter as 3 more people die. Double kill for Samso. And ROTM running the map right now. This game has exactly 0 drama left in it, and didn't from the start. Hopefully you all are having a good Thanksgiving. Had the big meal. Can I assign? Why? I want to add VIP? No. Huh. You actually can't add VIPs from the chat screen. That's kind of interesting. Alright, well. More nuance of Twitch, I guess. Minute 33 on the Infernal Dragon would be soul point for ROTM. As Tendies is on the hunt. And what he's hunting for is a Blast Plant first, I guess. And then a couple more minions. Just the casual 60 CS and 9 kill lead on the Malphite. Oh, teleport coming in. They're trying to cut him off. Can Tendies fight his way out of this? Looks like no. The Guardian Angel going to be popped. All 5 members of VX Chrono Breaker here trying to deal with Tendies. And the shutdown goes to Set, the support. Unfortunate, I guess. Yeah, and kind of unlucky timing, honestly. Everybody off the map for ROTM means that they're not going to be able to get anything on the other side of the map. Not that there's a whole lot to get. Like, Sheila's up, and there's a dragon in 30, but whatever. Oh, they're looking for the kill onto Super Frankie as well as the blue buff Big Dom with the auto attack kill on the Leona. And the blue buff goes over to MF. Taking that away from Ikado. That's his blue buff, man. What are you doing? Um, Vaughn actually doesn't fight this Malphite particularly well, and especially not the Malphite and Kane. So this is a little unfortunate. Oh, he gets the taunt into the flash with the Nimbus cloak, so he's out of there. That's the good shit. He's out. Dragon spawned. Tendi says teleport if anybody is brave enough to venture in, but of course they aren't. So now Soul Point and Baron up in 13 seconds means that we should see ROTM collapse on that, take down the purple worm, and then end the video game. That would be at least the cleanest check the boxes way they could do it. For VX, the game has been over since about 1.5 minutes when Aquanthony decided to walk into the tower and die. Oh, it's a Magi's, is that weird book thing that is kind of a book. Alright, Magi's finished up for Vaughn. Why not, honestly? Aikado's gonna just microwave Baron by himself. I guess he can do that, can't he? That's a thing. Oh, now finally gonna get some help. He got it all the way down to 4,000, and now the team's gonna come help him? Alright, whatever. Fine. They nerfed Sunfire Cape, by the way. They're looking for the pick onto Ikado. Double Curse of the Sad Mummy into the double Grand Entrance. Now gets the bandage toss in. They've already finished off Malphite, now trying to drain away. The Gordrinker actually healed up Extreme Berserker. They get the shutdown onto Ikado, but it's traded back as a double kill for Vaughn. And the Justice Punch for the triple kill. Tendy's killed somebody on the back end. He killed Kane, I guess. A little bit late to the party, but you know, better late than never. And now it's a 13,000 gold lead for our TM. And I don't know why we looked at somebody in base. That was kind of weird. Oh, Vaughn's on the hunt. Going for it. Gets the taunt. Does he have the damage? Not quite enough damage to get through Yogurt Candy there. Inhibitor is going to fall in mid and in top lane. And at 22 minutes, RTM knocking on the front door. Gonna back out, it looks like, so we'll get one more fight out of this game. Again, sorry about the jumpiness of the video. I think Lane's computer tried to commit Sudoku about 3/4 of the way through the bracket, which is unfortunate. Ooh, this is getting really jumpy, though. Double taunt from Vaughn. Uses the stopwatch. Gets shut down by Kaisa. But now Tendies is here. Just rips through Yogurt Candy. Ooh. Trying to find that kill on the back end. Curse of the Sad Mummy comes out. They find a couple of snares. And now the rest of the team able to join as Big Dom comes in. And they'll start microwaving away. Double kill for Tendies. Triple kill for Tendies. And the game for our TM eventually. Alright, well, loser's final goes to Return to the Middle Sticks. We'll see if they get a couple more kills on the back end of this one. Not a whole lot of drama in this one, unfortunately. 27-7, already the set support just leaving. A little unfortunate there. But, you know, sometimes it'd be like that. So, now into the best of 3 winners final. I don't know that I have the energy for it today. Let me take a short break and take stock of my situation, and I'll be right back, and we'll see where we're at. Alright, yeah, I think I'm gonna call it. I'm pretty exhausted today, so um sorry guys, we'll come back tomorrow maybe. I don't know when I'm feeling well. Probably tomorrow though. With the final. Honest, just don't even show game 3 or game 2, honestly. Game 1 was the only good game from the spectator standpoint. I still want to show it. We want to cap off the full tournament. But yeah, okay, if you've got it saved, Dyslexic, go ahead and turn in your channel points and send it to me whenever. I'll probably do this stream tomorrow. I'll tack it onto the end of this. Assuming you redeem it, you have to redeem it first. But yeah, you can redeem it anytime. I'm just going to put it into a queue and we'll work out when you're able to watch it, and I'll get it done. There we go. Nice. Okay. So then go ahead and send that raffle to me. You can either add it to that Google Drive that we use, or you can email it to me, and I'll get it casted the next time that we go live, which I'm feeling tomorrow, as long as my migraine doesn't continue for a second straight day. So thanks guys for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow with the winners final. And it sounds like a solo queue game cast, so that should be fun. I'm going to try to coerce Lane, or probably not Wing, he's got Black Friday to do, but maybe Lane, to cast with me tomorrow. So hopefully it's, or Miguel, maybe Miguel will be around. But yeah, thanks again for watching. If you don't follow the channel, please do. Yeah, that's all the shilling I have. So thanks guys, we'll see you soon.